Hey everybody, how's it going? My name is Sophie. I'm the Marketing and Communications Coordinator at Become Studios Canada.
I'm Fred Tremblay. I'm VP Strategic Accounts at Become Canada.
I'm happy it's the first day. I'm wearing this on the stream.
Yeah.
The Extra Life shirt.
But
for
I
the
still like
D&D
mine. I
team.
still like my shirt. Yeah.
So we have some cool stuff to go over today, guys. What we did in the last couple of days here. What
Lots
we have
to discuss.
to come, and a main focus on the Great Ape.
Thank you, Adjective Beer.
Hey, nice shirts, and we do have our own game shirts for Tales from Candlekeep, but today we wanted to go all custom.
Yeah, and we have, of course, you guys will have a lot of opportunity sooner than later to get a shirt if you're following our channel, so and our platforms. So we're currently doing a. Is it done already, or is there still some board game?
For the giveaway, so yeah, the 10-day giveaway as ended on Sunday. 5 lucky winners. We've shipped the board games, so if you haven't received them yet, you'll get them at your place very soon. And today, we do have giveaways for today's stream. We have 1 game code of Tales from Candlekeep Tomb of Annihilation, as well as 4 DLC codes. At the end of the stream, we're doing a raffle for you guys, so stay till the end.
Hi, Kalina.
Hello, and
Kalinia.
Alpha, Koshi, Angry, Jay, Zane, also over on the D&D Twitch. What's going on, guys? So let's go over some of the latest updates real fast, and then we'll, give them some details on what we have announced today, or teased today.
Yeah. All right. So as you guys probably, if you're following the game, or if not, we have a great game available on Steam. It's called Tales from Candlekeep Tomb of Annihilation. It's based on the Adventure System board games by Dungeons & Dragons, of course.
WizKids makes the board
and
game.
WizKids makes the board game, but the Adventure System is by Dungeons & Dragons. So yeah, we're excited about the game. We've been launched. It's October 11th. We're going strong. We get great reviews, so we're happy. And of course, we have a great community out there, and we're making lots of updates. We're listening to people's suggestions, and so far we've received a bunch. Some of them we were able to provide pretty quickly, and some other we have to take the time to produce them, and probably later on I'll discuss about what's coming next. But first, so if you guys are familiar with the Tomb of Annihilation board game, you guys are aware that there are 5 characters to play with. And in the digital version there is only 4 at the moment, and 1 is missing.
Yep, and that's why we recently announced a couple days ago the release of Kawasha. Kawasha the druid that is in the board game is also going to join the digital version in the coming updates. So this is a concept art, but we do have a lot of development done on this character already. 3D's done, and a lot of,
it's going pretty fast actually. Yeah, because we, of course, our base game is super stable, so it's easier for us after that to add more characters, and this characters, guys, I'm telling you, is adding a lot in terms of replayability, in terms of tactics and strategies in the game. Kawasha, one of the particularities, I'm revealing stuff at the moment, but if you're familiar with the board game, you already know. If you're not, and you're more into the digital versions, you'll learn that today. Kawasha is able to, as a good druid, to polymorph into different shapes and animals. Metamorphosis, yes.
Yeah.
So, and also he has a companion.
Kapalue is a Vecha Pygmy companion. He follows Kawasha in his adventures, and you'll be able to maybe have Kapalue in the digital version.
So yeah, that's a super fun character to play with, but it also had the possibility to play with 5 characters instead of 4, and go through the various quests into the different modes. So I would definitely recommend to go with 5 characters and explore in a hard mode and horrific mode. It adds a lot of gameplay experience. It's intense. Of course, with 5 characters, it's even harder because now you have a lot to control and there are lots of events that you need to take care of. But definitely add to the gameplay.
You'll be able to pick again if you want to play solo or up to 5 with Kawasha. So more information about Kawasha coming in the next couple of days, guys. Be sure you follow our platform for that. And we have teased something today earlier.
Someone seen something. Phil?
Yes, hello. So yes, we were just about to get into that topic. We have teased something in our social media saying, hey, you know, coming soon to Tales from Candlekeep. So what is this? What can we say about this?
The 20-sided dice was not present in the digital game, and we've heard a lot of comments about it. People wanted to see the dice, so you're going to have the dice. So it's coming really soon. Should be available in the next 2 weeks. That's what we're aiming for. So you'll be able to see your not only your results, but you'll see the dice roll, and then you'll have different options. If you don't want to play with the dice, you'll be able to just select an option and just remove it from the interface. But you'll be able to auto roll each time you're playing a character, or even to the point of actually, hey, I want to click on the dice and get my own results so I can feel more involved in the board game. So and this dice is not coming alone. So thank you, Phil.
Dance of the Joy.
Dance of the Joy. All right, it's amazing. So we're coming not only with one die. There's going to be one die in the game, in the base game. So that's going to be the one dice for all of the characters. But in the DLC, we're going to update the DLC. So that means if you already own the DLC, your DLC will be updated with a new skin for each of the character. So
different dice.
Yeah, a new die skin. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so they'll look different, but in the end it's the same 3D asset, but with different skins on top of it. But you have one for Ashara, Birdsong, Artus, and so on. So
coming soon.
That was the top on the list. We made a kind of survey with all of the people kind of providing with their feedback and input in the game, and that was the top on the list. So
thanks
no question
again for your feedback, by the way, guys. You've been very responsive, and well, in less than 2 weeks, as you said, so let's keep eyes on that. Other than that, well, today we have a special topic, so let's go and jump into the game here, and we are going to compare the Great Ape. So if you played the board game, the Great Ape is...
Can you go back to the camera?
Yes, you can go and get your camera here. Let's go show you guys the full... we need to tab back out in the overlay.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Here we are. Okay, so let's go and check this guy out.
So this guy is coming from... So let's focus. Yeah. So this is the mini of the Great Ape, which is coming in the board game version, and the card that goes along with it. So you can see attack and damage and all the power associated to the Great Ape.
So if you've just tuned in, the game is a part of a board game. So we do have the board game, and we with the skills and with the monsters and heroes, we try to stay as loyal as we can to the board game. So we're going to do like we did last week with Valindra, is quickly go over the Great Ape, what he does, and just give our recommendations on how to defeat that boss, because he's a really tough boss. He attacks twice. So I'm just gonna go over the card here with you guys real quickly. So, and let's see until it focus on the card. Go camera, go camera. The Great Ape.
Is it that you're shaking a little bit,
no,
Sophie? What's going on?
I'm not shaking.
No, I think the camera is.
There we are.
Right, you got it.
The Great Ape activates at step 2 of each villain phase. So if the Great Ape is within 1 tile of the active hero, it moves adjacent to that hero and attacks that hero twice with the Crushing Fist. And you can see the Crushing Fist right here, attack plot 6 and damage 1. So he attacks twice and can do up to 2 damage. So if the Great Ape is not within 1 tile of the active hero but is adjacent to a different hero, it attacks that hero 4 times with the Crushing Fist in a frenzy. Otherwise, the Great Ape moves 1 tile towards the closest hero. So
this is why it's so important when you're playing the game, the digital version or the physical version. But it's easier with the physical version. You know, you spend the time reading the card.
The description.
But in the digital game, it's so important that you read the description of each monster. I'm going to show you where it is.
All right.
So it's available at all time.
Let's go in the game on the on the broadcast.
Tab out.
Here we are. Okay.
Full game.
Yep. Okay, let's go in the Great Ape quest. So Jessamine has found a valuable lead for you to follow up. But ask one final favor before she is to turn over the information. A large white ape has been terrorizing a nearby area and would like you to get rid of it. So that's the quest that we're going to.
Yeah, and at the end of this quest, if you're successful, you get 3 chests, 100. At normal mode, you get 132 gold pieces and 13 XP. So let's start. We'll just do it in normal mode.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I'll go with all 4 characters.
Yep.
Let me check if I have the power that I like instead of your power that you like, because I can see Scorching Ray here, and I know this is one of your favorite power with Ashara. I do prefer Fire Shield. Web is fine. Mage Armor. All right.
Good plan. Woofy is asking, are there any skill or spell cards we see streamer people have that Wizard of the Coast gear or third party? I'm trying to understand what you're like really saying here. I'm not sure I understand.
Oh, if it's spoiling a little of the campaign associated to it, yeah, the tabletop campaign.
That's another question. The skill spell cards we see streamer people have at Wizard of the Coast gear. Is it gear or is it third party? We have to
I'm not
again.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah, so okay. So is this a spoiler for the Tomb of Annihilation? So the game is Tomb of Annihilation put into digital. So of course you'll find similarities, the same heroes, same progression through quest and whatnot, but both games
the story itself, of course, reveal a portion of the plot associated with the tabletop version. So you might get some spoiler. I've not played the full adventure yet, and so far so good. You know, I've played the digital game, of course, a lot. It spoils teeny bits, but that's not a big deal, honestly.
Yeah. All right.
So let's do that.
So there's differences also with the board game and the digital version as far as mechanics. Adrenaline Rush is one of them, and other ways like Line of Sight is unique to the digital version as well as other aspects of the game.
So let's begin. So look like Dragonbait just won the initiative, so that's a good thing. So there's also a good portion of tactics when you approach that game.
Yeah.
So initiative is one and it's super important. So and when you begin, it's the time where you get all of your character right next to each other. So in this case, Dragonbait, you know, I can do heroism with him. So I'll just apply heroism on Ashara, which is next to him.
Because she has the lowest HP
She has the lowest HP, so now she, as you guys can see, she started from 8 to 11. And then I'll move to explore tile. But when you move, as of now, what I would love to do is add Jack of all trade, so I can get back my utility power. And Jack of all trade is a utility power of Birdsong. So in order to do that, what I'll do is I'll move Dragonbait right here, and Dragonbait needs to be on the same tile as Birdsong in order to benefit to get the bonus from Jack of all trade. So I'll end my turn here, and sorry, I'm going deep into the different tactics that you guys should take if you want to be successful in the game. So I've revealed a tile. Always explore as best as you can, and guys, don't forget that, you know, if you're moving, it's not like, hey, I found a monster, I stand my ground and I fight it. It's more like, all right, there's a monster, I'm gonna fight this monster along the way while I'm moving. So that could also be an option.
Yeah. So Fred is saying over on Facebook, I wish I could roll for initiative.
Oh, that's a really great idea, and we totally forgot about that.
That's good.
So might as well, for each of the hero, you will have a kind of initiative roll, and you could do it yourself.
So Zun is saying what they meant is, you know, the t-shirts we're wearing, are they from Wizard of the Coast officially, or are they made by third parties or bought by the streamers?
I think this one is.
So this one is from the Dungeons and Dragons official stream team that was joining the Extra Life, but any fans that was watching the streams that donated to the charity could also win a t-shirt by default. So the Extra Life was back last month.
And I think
that's
I think that this t-shirt is definitely
I like it.
approved by Wizards of the Coast. You know, I know these guys pretty well, and it's, you know, John from WotC while at PAX West told me, hey, buy this shirt, is great. So looked like already had the blessing of Wizards of the Coast.
Yeah.
So it's an official t-shirt. All right, so now it's Birdsong's turn. So what I'll do is I'll move Birdsong. Yeah. So look like this. No, that's good. 3 of my characters will benefit. Yeah, will have the. But I wish Birdsong would have played the last. But for now, will do. So I'll just move Birdsong here. And I'll do Jack of all trades, so you'll see that. So that means that now Dragonbait will have his utility back. Yeah. So alright, let's end my turn here.
You do have great emotes, yes. Awesome.
Alright, so with Birdsong, I have the ability to dispel magic. But this one, each hero on the active hero tiles gain disadvantage. Well, that's not that big of a deal, but I'll use Adrenaline instead and save our
ability for later.
Yeah. Alright, I'm getting, and this guy missed, which is a good thing. So Artus, I'll just move Artus right here so he can attack the Batiri Warrior, and I'll just attack. And I miss. So, but what I can do is I can use lightning reflexes. I'll have disadvantage, but
there you go.
Boom, he's dead. And I found a Unstone of Mastery, which is really great, because this stones, while in your inventory, just orbit around your hero, and when you're using a power, the stone destroys itself, and it instead of spending the power.
It uses a stone instead of the power.
Means that you can have the power twice. So,
hey, we have a comment on Facebook from Kevin Nichols. Hey guys, I just wanted to let you know I really enjoyed this game. Well done. I look forward to more add-on content.
Kevin, rest assured, there's going to be more content. There's going to be a lot more content coming in. We've already discussed the Druid. There are discussions internally as for what's coming next, but you know, I imagine, you know, the next step is, we launch the Druid, but we need to have some kind of quests, you know, a line of quests associated with it. So that's still under discussion. Nothing is final, but yeah, definitely that's something something we're thinking about. So all right, it's Ashara's turn, and of course I'll activate Fire Shield. And all of a sudden, Ashara is just transformed into a tank.
Alpha Byroneus, does Birdsong play the lute?
Yes, she plays the lute.
She's very proficient with the lute. Yeah,
I'll show you. There's even an animation of Birdsong playing the lute in the gameplay when she's throwing an attack, a special attack. So Birdsong, I'll probably do an acid splash because I might more than one?
Remind me. Yeah.
Remind me tomorrow.
Okay. So Birdsong does have a interesting backstory that we also crafted for the digital version. That she, you know, she was enslaved by the Yuan-Ti, and to you know, get the morale up with her and the other slaves that were enslaved, she was playing the lute, and she saw that it had a very good effect to those around them, and that's when she started to play and become as good as she is. So a bit of her background.
Yeah, different content we've added so far, just to so you guys are aware.
Yeah.
You have a chance to hit, which is next. You know, depending on the power you select, you know, the chance to hit will increase. As you guys can see, you know, I have 73% chance of hitting this battery warrior using my swift strike. But if I use my Holy Avenger,
yeah, and
it's 100% chance.
I do have a feedback for you, Fred. It's a question a player asked today after seeing the dice. So I'm gonna get you on the spot, but it was asked if it was still going to be a percentage displayed, or if the person could see the roll that was required to get.
That's a
very good question.
That's a very good question, and it makes sense. I'll check. You know, we'll check. We're integrating the dice at the moment as we speak. We just finalized the 3D assets and the animation. We're finalizing that, and it will be in the end of the programmer. That makes sense though. So we'll check. We'll check.
And yes, you do get adrenaline from killing monsters.
Yes, each time you're killing a monster, you're getting back a little bit of adrenaline. It's based on the XP of the monster you kill. The highest XP, of course, the highest adrenaline amount of adrenaline you get. So I'll just move Dragon Bait right. I still have heroism that I could do. But I'll just move Dragon Bait here to discover another tile.
Ooh.
This is like a, yeah, this is the end of this
we
portion.
haven't found the fallen tree yet, so we're looking for the fallen tree tile.
I'm just zooming in on Birdsong, so you can see Birdsong's loot here. And I'm gonna try to
hey Shark, thanks for joining.
Attack. Yeah, you'll be able to see Ashara playing the lute if I'm hitting Birdsong, sorry. If I'm hitting this attack.
Oh yeah.
So she starts by inspiration and then she attacks.
It was a miss, but you got.
It was a miss, but you got to see her play the lute.
Okay, so we do have a question, Angry Jay. So isn't the roll you need to hit a monster have to exceed the AC? That's correct, and we also depends on your attack roll as well. So isn't the AC already displayed?
Yeah, the AC is already displayed. The AC of the monster is right next.
Yes.
Right here.
So say you have an attack that's a +4.
Yep.
You see the AC, but you don't see the plus of your attack damage. So it doesn't necessarily mean that you need to get 14 and plus. It could be you need 12 and plus if you have a +2 to your attack roll.
Yes. Yeah, you're correct.
That's why we have it, so you don't have to make the calculation yourself based on your attack, and your damage as well is taken into account. So there's a lot of factors here.
And there's something that we're not, since we're so used to play the game. When we demo the game, we forget to mention that we know the monsters by heart, their power and what they do. But if you're new to the game, or just sometimes you need to refresh about a specific move, so you can always hit the interrogation point marker next to the health bar of the enemies, of each of the enemies, and you get their AC, HP, attack, and damage, the name of the monster, of course. But up in the upper left portion of the pop-up, you get this monster is associated to Birdsong.
Yep.
So he's going to always try and attack Birdsong.
So sometimes it's something
in its turn.
Something people may forget is that monster, even if you go walk and pass it, you know, with Arthas and decide not to mind him, he's not going to activate on Arthas' turn if he's, you know, activated by Birdsong. So sometimes you may have to just check the order of play. It may change your strategy. Phil Cass is also asking on YouTube, what about the log? You know, are we gonna be able to zoom in for the text? Or more big?
Yeah, we might check this as soon as we can. You know, we'll try to. I would like to have the font and the typo size increase a little.
Yeah.
We'll check if we can do that.
Mm-hmm.
So, alright, artist size the moment, but look like.
Let's see.
Yeah, I'll just move artist. I don't know if he's in range. He is.
Here we go. And just a quick reminder, guys, if you have just tuned in, we have 4 DLCs to give away and a base game at the end of the stream. So be sure you stick around for the giveaway.
So look like I've not discovered the fallen tree yet, but
I don't think it's that far. It shouldn't be.
Should be coming soon.
Yeah.
I imagine. Alright, so I'll move Ashara here, and we'll get rid one of my favorite spell effect of the game. I hope it hits. It missed.
I missed.
Alright, so
too bad. That's okay.
I'll show you guys next time. So alright, should be no, not yet. So let's continue the exploration. Alright, now it's our good friend Dragonbait's turn, and what I'm going to do, and you need to think ahead a little bit. So my group is kind of scarce at the moment. You know, they're all not scarce, but
I'll not split the party.
Yeah. So what I'll do is I'll kind of ignore the undead here, and I'll use a double move to discover that tile over here.
All right. Do you feel we have found a great
I wanted to say scatter.
Ah, there
not
you go.
scarce. Sorry about that.
That works.
Yeah.
Ah, no fallen tree yet.
No. All right. So it looked like we're in good position. Let's put everybody together, because I think in the next 2 ties I should get the fallen tree.
Yeah.
But you never know. So it's fully procedural. But most of it, you know, there's a specific number of ties before you get, like the board game, before you get the event tie.
Darkfire Savior has a great question. For the giveaway, do we have to be in a specific chat? Because, you know, we're live on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, so where will that happen? So any chat works. We have all of them up, so we'll just give you the conditions of winning as soon as we start the giveaway.
And here you go.
Here we go. The Grey Hape starts.
Grey Hape.
Ta.
Alright, so Eku, your guide, is popping in. By the god, this beast is enormous. Jessamine, better appreciate this. Alright.
Hiya, Dam.
So, and in addition to Great Ape, we get to spawn of monster, and we still have that guy to get rid of.
Guys. So we're going to mouse over and check the Grey Hape stats as soon as we can, just to compare him with the board game and see what is different.
And of course there are dinosaurs in this game in the jungle portion.
Yeah.
And, So alright, artists. Yeah, let's check the stats. That's right.
Alright. So this villain, it moves, it fits within 1 tile. It moves and he attacks their hero twice. That's exactly like what we have in the board game.
With his crushing fist.
Yep, and let's see, attack 6. Now he does attack 6, 1 damage, exactly as he is in the board game here. I'm reading the board game card. If the Great Hape is not,
he's awesome. Thank you, Alpha.
1 tile. Yeah, he's pretty cool. He attacks that hero 4 times with the crushing fist if he's away. 4 times, exactly the same. All right.
So if the villain's not within 1 tile of the active hero.
Yeah, and here.
So that's a key. That's a key to this fight.
So you want to be sure you position yourself quite alright, not to get this attack.
You need to be within 1 tile. So if you're not within 1 tile, you're gonna get it 4 times.
So in the board game he has 13 HP. He's actually harder in the HP, but
no, he's harder because currently we're in normal mode. That's the 3rd quest or 4th quest.
So very easy.
So we had to create a kind of learning curve in the game. That's why his HPs are a little bit lower, but if you go hard, they're way higher and even horrific.
But he does have a 1 point extra in AC, 14
versus 13. It's all balanced according to at least for the 4 first quests, you guys get kind of a free pass a little bit. So,
so
you get acquainted with the encounter mechanic, and we've been playing for like 10 minutes. Have you seen me having an encounter so far?
He hasn't had an encounter, so that's one point.
Playing with 4 characters.
Faint Karmatic, so do you always explore a new tile even when you're already in combat?
Yes. The key is you don't need to. You need to kind of choose your moment, because sometimes it's worth it to just say, all right, I'm fine with it. I'll soak in an encounter, and then after that, if you know that you have enough adrenaline rush, you just
and you
don't bother with it.
And
I have plenty because I'm not using it. I don't even need adrenaline. I'll be just playing with the basic rules, and that's totally achievable.
Right.
So all right, so we need to be within 1 tile of that guy, and it's now Artus' turn, and Artus is going to move right here. Yeah.
Demented Shark wants to know if we'll be adding other monsters from the board game, like the Fire Newt or the 4-armed Gargoyle.
The first on our list is Fire Newt, so you know. So that's the first on our list. We don't know if it's going to be this guy, but that's definitely in the plan. That's in the big list that we have that we want to add to the game. But you definitely chose the right one.
Yep.
All right, so let's move Artus. Sorry about that, guys. I'm answering questions while I'm playing, and I just don't want to make a mistake. You know what? I think I'll bring Artus here, and I might
do a daily,
but I'll do a cleanup.
Let's get rid of those monsters.
I think I'll do a nice cone of coal right here.
All right.
Boom.
Oh, very good.
Yeah,
and you
nice
use your stone, and you even have a recovery.
Yeah, it's back. All right.
Wow.
And you know what? I'm gonna buff myself even more. Take a potion of heroism, and look like I'm all good. What I would do is I would select myself and jump right there, so I can discover a new tile, so I can avoid an encounter and be inside 1 tile of the Great Ape.
I love using jump for that purpose.
Boom.
It's an extra movement that sometimes we don't really think about.
Super helpful. And just to play it safe, I'll just take a healing potion that I have handy. And next
Can you zoom in on the guy next time and just have a good look at him? So how cool he looks.
You want to see?
Yeah,
next time. Next time it's Arthur's turn.
Yeah, or Shara. Yep, I think it's Shara's turn.
Yep. All right, so you guys want to see Ashara from close up?
With the fire shield, it looks amazing. I like it very
she's
much.
so amazing. I love her.
The
see
jump is
from
pretty
all
cool.
angles.
It is, yeah.
And guys, don't forget, guys and girl, don't forget Ashara fly, and there's a big trick with her. If you want to harvest some chests, there's always a free spot next to a chest, and Ashara just simply fly over and land on the free square, and you can harvest the chest.
And you can use haste to move afterwards and avoid an encounter.
Yeah, thank you for that. All right, so Ashara now. Let's move Ashara within 1 tile, and
Yep, and let's have a look on this big bad guy here.
Yeah, let's have a closer look.
Oh, the teeth, the arms.
Yeah, it's pretty nasty.
Very cool.
See, some previous fight. Still bleeding. All right, so yeah, let's hope Chromatic Orb it. I only have like 52% chance to it.
Yeah.
But this attack is 4 damage. Actually, I'm playing characters that already have some evolution. I've crafted materials, so that's why you see 4 damage here. So
let's cross our fingers.
Boom!
Oh, yeah.
I love the disco ball effect of this spell. So great. So all right, that's 4 damage, and let's prevent this guy. No, I think I can't. No, I can't. I'll just buff myself with Mage Armor, which I forgot to do. So here we go.
Would you recommend to a point where you have so much adrenaline to just go and use a rush of adrenaline?
Yeah, I think I'll just do just that. That's what I was kind of saving. Yeah, I wanted to show that.
Right.
So, but I want to use it on Dragon Bait.
Ah, right? I see. Great.
Good. So now I have a lot. Look like I have an encounter, but I have so much adrenaline I can just spare one. And thank you for choosing Ashara, because you know it did this double hit, not 4 hit, because I'm within 1 time. But since Ashara has this nice spell currently, which is Fire Shield, so the Great Ape took 3 damage.
Yeah.
just by hitting the Fire Shield.
So that's a great point Phil is also bringing in the chat. You know, I feel the 1 damage is small that he does, like double 1 damage, and that's because...
Yeah, that's because we're normal mode, and
we also
currently
have
the
good
demo
gear.
is, you know, we're using that same old demo all the time, and we have lots of gear crafted for this for these guys. So if you're playing on normal mode, that's the 3rd quest you're going to encounter. And you're going to feel it. That
it's
1 hit points, and if it hits you for like 4 times, that's 4 hit points. And you know, it's you twice and you die. So that's definitely so. The current representation of the game is a little bit weird because our heroes are so powerful at the moment. We should remove all of their gear next time, so you get a better understanding of the game. It shouldn't be that easy kill this guy. So alright, so let's use adrenaline. Boom. So now Dragon Bait stats are boosted. Amazingly so. So he's now 23 armor class. So I'm gonna move Dragon Bait here so you guys see the effect of adrenaline. And I'm gonna use Swift Strike. And most probably I missed, and I did a critical hit.
Thank goodness you did.
And I got a Bell of Giant Strength. So that completed the Great Ape quest. Super important, guys. Always try to discover new ties. That's a really good tactics. Sometimes it's worth it to soak an encounter. That's not a big deal. Try to accumulate some adrenaline rush so you can use it at the end on the big boss fight. That's another advice. And don't forget that Ashara can fly and land on the empty space next to a chest, always helpful.
Agent Prometheus, is there a way to unequip armor for added difficulty?
You cannot completely remove your armor, but you can select previous version of your already crafted armor. So you can equip, I think you can do that.
Go back to your +1 and +2, and whichever armor you've crafted already, you can go back.
And also, if you bought the DLC, some of the DLC provides you with, you know, a +5 weapon, and you can disable the DLC in the option panel. So if you want to play, let's say, core, you just remove these options. But if you want to, you know, if you into you like to have that +5 weapon for a specific character, so you can just get 1 DLC, equip that +5 sword, and just go horrific right away and have some fun.
Yeah.
That's another way.
Demented Shark, will you guys be adding monsters from the actual module of Tomb of Annihilation, such as the Stegosaurus and the Tyrannosaurus zombie?
I don't think we have all of these in the current board game. I think there are in the module, of course, but they're not in the board game. So, oh, Floridon, it's a digital game called Tales from Candlekeep, Tomb of Annihilation. It's available on Steam right now. So, Tales from Candlekeep, if you want to have a look at it, it's a port of the Tomb of Annihilation adventure system board game created by D&D and WizKids. So, thank you. Yeah, thank you, Karmatic.
So many good tips today.
That's what I'm trying to do. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to give you guys, you know, so you guys get the best experience. Because what we're seeing sometimes, some of the, we of course get some negative reviews sometimes, and in these reviews, what we're seeing is most of the time, people don't get the encounters. They're horrified with the encounters, and they're so easy to avoid when you get when you get the feel of the game and you understand that, you know, it's not that regular dungeon crawler where you just get move in and then attack and attack. There's a tactic aspect to the game, and the game is not easy. You know, it's not made to be easy.
So just learn the basics, and then again it gets easy. So we're gonna take some more of your questions, guys, for the next 5 minutes before we jump into the giveaway. So Faint Karmatic is also asking, can we get the ability to open chests one by one to make it more dramatic in the reward
at the end,
screen?
in the reward screen. I think that's a really good idea, by the way. I love this. That's not a big deal to yeah, if you guys like this, please post it on the forum so we don't forget.
Yeah.
If you go in the community forum on Steam and just add your recommendation there,
and
we'll add it to the game.
Like a double click on each chest. That's good.
Yeah.
So Floor, I think, you know, it's worth also mentioning that the game is a turn-based game. So as you said, it's not a hack and slash.
No, it's not.
It's based on the...
So you play one character after each character, and each time you're playing a character, the monsters attack.
There you go.
That's not easy.
There you go. So Kilania puts it really well. It's a PC version of the Adventure System board game, D&D themed, but it's really a board game ported to PC. The D&D Adventure System board game by WizKids, so to move Annihilation into PC is what this game is. So the system of the encounter is very good, says Phil on YouTube. I make the technique for the game.
Yeah, you know, I'm playing Dungeons and Dragons, and I've been playing for years now, and you know, you guys know what a random is. You know, each time, you know, you make a all right, so we're moving from that city to that other city, and then all of a sudden, you know, on the road, roll the dice, and boom, there's an event. There's something happening.
Yep.
So, no, it would be boring if not. So and all right, so you during the night, you know, you have always some different events that can happen. Of course, these events are a big deal. Some of them are a big deal, but they're all related to, mostly related to jungle. And then when you go into the dungeon portion, because we have a dungeon portion, so you guys are aware. Let's visit the dungeon.
Yeah.
Why not? Yeah, just so you guys can see how the dungeons portion look like. So
just like the board game, we have the jungle tiles and the dungeon tiles, depending on where you are, progressed into the adventure.
Yep, so that's of course it's a little bit more gloomy, and there's more stones, of course.
Yep, more stones.
So yeah, so I like playing in the dungeon a lot. It changes from the jungle.
Changes the mood, yeah.
Yeah, but it's based on the story, so you'll do a lot of jungle first, and then you go inside the catacombs. The name of the catacombs are
Tomb of the Nine Gods.
Tomb of the Nine Gods.
Yeah. Do you guys have any other questions for us? Maybe some things that you'd like to see added in the game, or any feedback? We are just 3 minutes away until we start the giveaway. So Phil is also saying on YouTube, so you have to fight against dispersion of your team or its concentration with more meeting. So do you stay your party together or do you split your party?
At the beginning I split a little, so this way, you know, I can uncover more of the map. And then at some point, when I reach a point where I have discovered a couple of tiles, let's say 6, 7 tiles, but you never know, sometimes it might happen sooner or later, but usually in between 6 and 7 tile, it's time to get them back together, you know, as much as you can, and find the direction where there are opportunities to go further. Because as you guys have seen in the jungle, there are tiles that enclose completely, and they don't provide any further way to progress. So you have to go back and find a way to explore a little bit more. So that's one of the key factor if you want to be successful.
Yeah. Angry Jay says, I'm just hoping you get the rights to the previous game titles. So I wouldn't say it's an issue of rights to get the the previous game title. So you in Legend of Druids.
Oh no, it's not a question of right at all. We, you know, the team at Wizards of the Coast are great. Of course, only God knows at the moment, but you know, the door is wide open if you want to do Legends of Druids, you want to do Wrath of Ashwelon, and
Temple of
Elemental Evil, Ravenloft. The door's open. And what would be great, and starting that franchise, is you could play, for instance, if you like Wolfgar, Bruno, Druids, or any other of the heroes of the other campaign, you could mix and match them and play, let's say, Tomb of Annihilation, the portion of Tomb of Annihilation with Druids and other heroes, and take a Shara into a underground campaign with Druids, for instance, or Kawasha the Druid.
Yeah, he's hoping. That's good. So Faint Chromatic.
Yeah, we'd love to do that, by the way, guys.
Yeah, we
would love to.
would.
And that's a possibility. That's definitely a possibility.
So in the item screen, it might say, you know, at will as a +1 or +5, +1 what? So what does a +1 mean? Asks Faint Chromatic.
You mean what the +1 means?
So if you're in the item menu, so outside of the quest.
All right, yeah. Let's get out of this.
Let's go directly and answer your question so you can see it visually, Faint.
Back to main menu.
The camera can be rotated and zoomed in at will, yes.
Yeah, just hit the key Q. Rotate the board.
Left and E right.
Yeah. So
let's resume.
Resume.
Yep.
Thank you for helping me.
So if you go into your inventory, so the crafting, for example.
Oh, you want to go to crafting?
Yes. So you do
but
see.
But you have the option. You see. Oh, all right.
Just that's okay. So if you see here, you have your +1, +2, +3, +4, +5. So what do they mean? It only differs based on the item type. So main weapons, you see it, it's your at-will powers that will have a +1. At-will is what? Your base
base attack. The attack that you can rinse and repeat every, you know, how many times you want, that's not a problem.
So the +1 is not a +1 to the damage dealt per se, it's a +1 to your attack roll. So, and your damage deal on this particular set. So secondary weapon is the same thing, but with your daily powers, so damage and +2 to attack rolls. So it says, okay, you need to roll an 8, +2, so you have, you know, depending on your attack. So same with the armors, +2, armors gets you +2 armor class and hit points.
Yeah. Accessory are related to speed for this particular character. For archers, it's all about speed, so you can move like +3 squares, so it add to your move, and yeah, that's your character inventory. But what I wanted to make sure is, all right, I can equip a +3 weapon, but I can go back to my +1.
That's what you were asking earlier too, yeah.
But I cannot go back to the initial normal one.
+0.
+0, but that's definitely something that, you know, that we can change.
So Emmanuel Guerrero on Facebook, I love watching these live streams. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you to you. All right, so I think we're about time to do the giveaway here.
Oh, and something that we've added like
that.
a month ago, or 3 weeks ago, is the possibility to trade magic items between characters, which is awesome. You just hit the button, the trade button, and then you can trade, let's say, this here. So now artists have a needed potion, but if I'm not happy with my wand or fireball, I can trade it or just replace.
Or say I split my items between 4, but next game you want to just go with 2 heroes. You can take all of the items and just move them along. Yeah,
the shop was definitely big. Demented Shark. The shop was really high on the list as well, so that's definitely something we'd love to have.
Yeah.
So you can trade your gold for additional items, magical items.
Yep.
And you're ready for the giveaway?
Yeah, do the giveaway. I think Roll20 is just about to hop in after us. Great live stream, by the way. Tune in for these guys. And so, nice looking game. Thank you, Sifu, very much.
Thank you.
We are going to have 1 lucky winner of the base game and 4 lucky winners of the DLC. So we're gonna do this quite quickly. We have only about a couple minutes. So the way we're going to do this I'm going to write a random number from 1 to 10 on my phone, and the person in the chat, on all chats, Facebook, Mixer, YouTube, and Twitch, that get the same number as I have first gets the key. The first giveaway prize is the base game. So whenever you guys are ready, let's hit ready and stay all ready in the chat so I can see you guys are ready, and then we'll go and do this. Kilania, you can't do all the numbers.
No, you
the
can't.
other, yes. I'll only take the first number you say, by the way, so be sure you pick it well. So you ready, guys? You ready? All right. Okay, so in 3, 2, 1, go. Let's see it. The lucky winner of the base game, Tales from Candlekeep, Tomb of Annihilation.
Yeah, number between 1 and 10.
Correct. All right. Good luck.
Not there so far. No. Oh, yeah, Demented Shark.
He already had a number, though. He said 4.
Oh, yeah. So
Only one number per person.
Yeah.
So let's see who else says it, though. But let's see.
Yeah, Demented, you're
Only
just
one
spamming
number,
the numbers.
Yes.
We just need one number. You guys so far have not seen it.
Yep.
But to give you a, I've seen it from Demented. Though.
Yes. Well, he did
At
say
some
all
point.
of the. That's great. Nope, not
No,
there yet.
not 3.
Not
not 9.
9. Oh.
Oh, Phil.
But he has.
Oh, Phil, you already provided all the numbers.
Yeah, guys, don't do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Elite Darkheart,
Elite
5.
Darkheart, 5. Yeah, Pete also said, but 1 second too late. So Elite Darkheart, please do email us. The email is on the overlay here on the stream, ms@talesfromcandlekeep.com, and we'll get you your number. So guys, only the first number you say will count. So
Yeah, show on the screen that you. Yeah, have you shown it? Yeah.
So here's 5. It's pretty bright,
Yeah.
but yeah, you guys can't see, but I have like a pretty good 5 here. But Fred can validate that we had a 5. So
Yeah.
I'll let you pick the other number for the next giveaway. We are giving away Arthas Simber.
Should we just instead ask a question?
You can go ahead with
I think
that
it's
format.
I think
Yeah,
it's easier.
sure, go ahead with that format.
All right, so I think I've mentioned it a couple of times.
One question coming up.
One question. So the first to answer the next question gets a DLC.
Arthas Simber's DLC.
Arthas Simber's DLC. So we've discussed a lot of things, but I've mentioned my favorite power with Ashara. What it is. Can you guys guess it?
So first person that guesses Fred's favorite Ashara power gets the.
Maybe that's a bit difficult or not.
Well, let's see.
Flight.
Nope.
Fire Shield. I've seen it.
KB.
KB, yeah. KB, you get Arthas Simber.
Let's see. KB.
Yeah.
Mango. So,
You guys listen. Yeah, you're.
So Arthas Simber, please also KB Mango, please mail us at ms@talesfromcandlekeep. Say that you are the lucky winner of Arthas Simber's DLC, and we'll get you your code as soon as we receive your mail.
Another question?
Another question. Let's see. So today we had the fun boss fight that we did. We want the name of that boss. Who did we fight today, guys? What was it or E? First person that says it gets the prize. The prize is Dragon Bait's Dungeoneer pack.
Grade 8.
Oh, Angry Jay.
I've seen Grade 8 from Phil before.
Oh, this one? Okay.
Yeah. I'm not sure though. You're the judge.
Let's look at the times then. Let's be sure. Look at the times. Okay, well, let's validate. Phil Cass. 15:57:32 seconds. Phil Cass with the Great Ape. You guys are very good here. Phil Cass, so you get the Dragon Bait Dungeoneer pack. So please email us ms@talesfromcandlekeep.com. It's down there in the overlay. So we have 2 DLCs to go, and we have Ashara.
Dance of Joy from Phil. That's amazing.
Oh yeah. All right.
So we have a Shara pack now.
We have
All right.
Ashara
I have another
pack.
question.
You do?
Yeah,
Go
I
ahead.
have one. Today I've mentioned during the gameplay that you know, you can always explore, and the monsters will. What are they going to do?
What do monsters do when you explore?
Yeah, if you keep exploring, what the monsters that are facing you are going to do.
Okay, let's see here, guys. So, Forecast, please email us directly.
Oh, this question is too hard. Chase you. Yeah.
Ellie.
Ellie Darkheart.
All right. Congratulations, Ellie. You got the...
Okay. Kalanya. They will wish you well and write often while you're gone.
They will chase you. That's correct.
Okay. All right. Hey, so, Phil, you can write us in French if you have any issue with English.
Yes. Okay, so last question.
Or Spanish or German.
Last question. So we did fight today the Great Ape. I want to know, when he is not within one tile of your hero, how many attacks does he do? He moves towards you and then does what? When he's not within one tile of your hero, he does...
Let me check.
Yeah. There you go.
Oh, 4 times?
4 times. Castle Raven. Very good.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So Castle Raven, you win the Birdsong DLC. Fantastic, you guys. Well, it's time for us to go. Roll20 is just about to start, so we have to get off here. But stay tuned to our social medias.
Thank you for your time
and all that.
Hope you enjoy.
Yeah.
See you next time.
Bye, guys. I was Sophie
Bye-bye.
and Fred of Become Studios. Thanks, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.